Hello friends, welcome to Learning by Fun. So in today's tutorial we are going to discuss about CLR parser. As we know, the CLR stands for Canonical LR parser. In the last tutorial I have already discussed about the SLR parser. Okay, as we know that LR parser is mainly of three types. That is SLR1. Okay, next one is CLR of 1. Okay, and LALR of 1. Here SLR stands for Simple LR parser, which I already discussed in the last video. Okay, CLR stands for Canonical LR parser, and last one is LALR, that is Look Ahead LR parser. Okay, so what are the main differences between these three is very important. Okay, so this SLR parser depends upon your LR0 items. Okay friends, this SLR1 depends upon your LR0 items, but this CLR and LALR, okay, here depends upon LR1 items. This is the major difference between the SLR parser and the CLR and LALR parser, that the SLR parser depends upon LR0 items, but the CLR and LALR parser depends upon LR1 items. So now our focus will be on what is LR1 items. Okay, LR1 items. So LR1 items, okay, will be equals to LR0 item plus look ahead. Look ahead. Okay, so LR1 items will be equal to the LR0 items, which we know how to calculate the LR0 items, as we already discussed the SLR1. Okay, so we have to add a look ahead to the LR0 items we already formed. Okay, so now our main concern is about this look ahead. What is look ahead? This is a very important point. So let me give you a brief idea about what is look ahead. Look ahead. Okay, in SLR parser, okay, in SLR parser friends, what we were doing, we were finding the follow of the non-terminals. Okay, we were finding the follow of the non-terminals, and we were doing the reduce operations on every terminal elements present in the follow of the given non-terminal. Okay, for example, if we have a follow of, suppose we have a follow of a non-terminal E in any given production. I am not writing that production. In the last video I already given that production. So for that production I am taking the instance of that production, that is follow of E equals to plus dollar and right parenthesis. Suppose this is for a given production follow of E we are finding. Okay, now what we are doing, we were doing in the SLR parser, we were performing the reduce operation for any set of operation which depends upon this follow of E. Okay, so what we were doing, we were writing here, suppose this is was the due to production number 1, so we were writing R1 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 in all the three columns. Okay, where the in each follow elements we were writing the reduce operation. To avoid this problem, okay, of writing the reduce operations in all the columns, okay, what we are doing, we are adding a concept that is look ahead. What we are doing, we are adding a concept that is look ahead. So major difference between SLR parser and the CLR parser is that in SLR parser we didn't use the look ahead, and instead of look ahead we just use the follow of the non-terminal, and we were doing reduce operation in each and every element present in the follow of that non-terminal. Okay, but in your look ahead, what we are doing, we are just involving the look ahead with the state itself. Okay, what I mean simply that if suppose we have a state I0, okay, and if we have a production, what we were doing in SLR. Okay friends, I am showing you diagrammatically. I am showing you, suppose we have a production E derives E plus T. Okay, here in SLR we are not adding the look ahead, but here what we will do in CLR we are now going to suppose the same I0. What we will do, we will add a look ahead. Depends, suppose here I am adding dollar. Based on certain condition we will add the look ahead. Okay, I will tell you now how to find out the LR1 items using the look ahead. So this is about the major difference between the SLR parser and the CLR parser. Now friends, we are going to calculate LR1 items. Now I am showing you how to calculate the LR1 items. LR1 items. So as we know, LR1 items is equals to your LR0 items plus look ahead. Look ahead. Okay. Suppose we have the production where S derives capital A, your A derives small a, capital A, and your A derives small b. Okay. So suppose we have to find the LR1 items for the given set of productions in a grammar Z. Suppose this is a grammar G and we have 3 number of productions, and now we are supposed to find out the LR1 items. So what we will do? So there is a one rule, okay, if for look ahead, for finding the look ahead, we have a rule. As we know, LR0 items we have already discussed. I will show you here. But for look ahead, what we will do? Suppose we have a production where A derives your alpha dot B beta, okay, and you have, suppose you have a look ahead AB, okay, you have a look ahead, these are the look ahead, okay. Suppose initially we have a look ahead AB, okay, and you have the production in the form A derives alpha dot B beta. So what you will do, so you will, after this dot you have a non-terminal, okay, after this dot you have a non-terminal. So what you will do, you have to write the production, okay, which can be derived from this non-terminal B. So suppose B is deriving gamma, so we need to write this, and the look ahead of this, okay, and the look ahead of this production will be after B, what is present, we will take the first of that, okay. So look ahead will be first of your beta A or B, okay. So what we now need to do, I am just showing you in this example, okay. The same formula we will apply and we will get the output. Okay, let me show. Suppose we are having here S derives AA, okay. So now suppose here we are having a dot to the left hand side of the left hand side production. Why we are doing this? Because we have initially we haven't scanned nothing. So this is about the LR0 items. When you are adding a dot, okay, to the left hand side, okay, to the left hand side, okay, what we are doing, we are just linking this link, okay, to have a information or to know that the where these symbols are actually scanned, how much the symbols are scanned. So here it is showing that none of the symbol is scanned. So this is about forming the LR0 items. Okay. So let me show you here how we are going to have the LR1 items for the given set of grammar. Okay. So what we need to do, we have to first form the G dash. Okay. So what is G dash? G dash is your augmented grammar. Augmented grammar. Okay, so G dash is your augmented grammar. So what we will do in the augmented grammar, we will just first we will have S dash produces S, okay. Next what we will do, we will having S produces AA, your A produces A capital A, and your A produces small b, okay. So now after having this, okay, A derives B. After having this first step augmented grammar, we are having one extra augmented production, that is S dash derives S. Okay. Now after this step, we will find the LR1 items. How I am telling you. So what I need to do, I have to add, okay, a dot before the augmented production, that is dot S. Okay, I have added a dot before S. Okay, that is our augmented production. Now initially, for any augmented production, initially we have a look ahead, that is dollar. Initially we have a look ahead dollar. Okay. So after this, we have S, a non-terminal. So we need to write the production which can be derived from this S. So in the given set of production, yeah, S derives AA. So we can write here S derives dot A. Okay. And since after this S there is no non-terminal, okay, or there is no symbol, there is only S in this. After this non-terminal S, we have only dollar. So first of dollar will be dollar itself. Okay, this much. Now after this, what we will need to do, after this dot we have A, that is non-terminal, so we need to expand this. So what we will write here, A derives dot A capital A, because A is deriving small a and capital A. Okay, so here the look ahead will be, after this A, what is remaining in the production, we need to write that. So A and dollar, so we need to take what is the first of A and dollar. Okay, so here when we are going to find out the first of A dollar, that will be equals to your first of A. Okay, first of A. So from the given production we can identify what is first of A. So we can find out that first of A dollar will be first of A, and the first of A we can find from the given production that first of A is A and first of A is also B. So A comma B. Okay, so first of A is AB. So here we can write here that A derives dot AA, that will be having the look ahead A or B. So we are left with one more production, that is A derives dot B. Okay, so here A derives dot B is present. So we can write here that A derives dot B is also having the same look ahead, because it is derived from the same A non-terminal. Okay, so this is all about how we are finding the LR1 items. So in the next tutorial I will be coming with the more videos, and then I will discuss how we are going to construct the CLR pass table. Okay, for the timing, stay tuned to learn it by fun. Do like, share and subscribe my channel. Bye bye.